911. What is the address of your emergency? The emergency, tell me exactly what happened.
I have a lot of pain in my left side of my chest and down my left arm.
All right, we're sending the paramedics to help now. Stay on the line. I'll tell you what to do next. Are you home alone? Male, left-sided chest pain.
Islam to the family, peace and love. I am Divine Minister King Ali Bey, member of the Moorish Science Temple of America, and today we're going to the Divine Hospital. Islam. So in this video, in this Divine Hospital video, we're going to show how this brother is non-credible, how he's not a member of any Moorish Science Temple of America, and also we're going to just show the fallacies and the statements he's making. So at first we're going to let the brother speak, and then we're going to show you where he's at.
Is being able to provide the services, being able to provide the essential needs, being able to not only have the body politic on paper that definitely creates a
body politic. Tell me this, did Noble Ali ever use the term body politic? Did Noble Ali ever use the term body politic? Come on, talk to me, chat. Show me the evidence. Just source it. Where he say that at? He ain't say nothing like that. It's more the lies.
Islam, as we said, we let the brother speak, and now we'll show you the correction to his errors. This is our authority. This is the back of the 101s, and as you can see on the bottom, just zooming in, Noble Ali says, see her revised statute, chapter 32. And let's read it to you, just so we can give you something to think about. Now, as we read this, I'm going to highlight some things for you. So this is her revised statute, chapter 32, section 35. Any church, congregation, or society formed for the purpose of religious worship may be incorporated in a manner following: by electing or appointing, according to its usages or customs, at any meeting held for that purpose, 2 or more of its members as trustees, wardens, or vestrymen, or any other officers whose powers and duties are similar to those of trustees, as shall be agreeable to the usage and customs, rules, or regulations of such congregation, church, or society, and may adopt a corporate name, and upon the filing of the affidavit, as hereinafter provided, it shall be and remain a body politic and corporate, by the name so adopted. Alhamdulillah. So the brother said Noble Ali never used the term body politic. Noble Ali, that has nothing to do, and he accused our NGS of lying, going back just to once again show the fallacy in the statement. Now going forward, this here proves that he has no knowledge of this organization. He doesn't even know how it was filed or what the organization is. The organization is a body politic, and he doesn't understand that because he has nothing to do with the organization. He's not a member of this organization. He's not a member of any Moorish Science Temple of America. So once again, it shows he's not studied, he's not credible, and anything, really we could end the video here, but we just want to continue, to be thorough in our diagnosis of this sick patient. So we've already seen he has a illness, blindness of the eyes here, because this was on the back of the 101s, which Noble Ali also said on that back of the 101s, as we showed, see Herd's revised statute. So he didn't follow the directions. He doesn't know, and yet he is online talking about things as if he does know. So this brother's online guessing about a lot of stuff and lying about everything else. So everything going forward is basically icing on the cake. This proves this brother's level of incompetence, and this diminishes to his credibility, which he didn't have to begin with, to the level of none.
Body politic. Tell me this, did Noble Ali ever use the term body politic? Did Noble Ali ever use the term body politic? Come on, talk to me, chat. Show me the evidence. Just source it. Where he say that at? He ain't say nothing like that. It's more the lies.
This is how Noble Ali filed the organization. This brother claims that it had nothing to do with the organization and falsely accused our National Grand Sheik of being a liar and spreading misinformation. Now, as a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America, we have divine constitution and bylaws, and we have additional laws and moral principles that we stand by. But since this brother isn't a proclaimed member, nor is he associated with the Moorish Science Temple of America, I cannot hold him to those guidelines. But he's in complete violation of the guidelines of the organization he is not a part of, but he is online trying to represent. Now, what I'm showing you erases any credibility if you thought this was a credible source to learn about Moorish science. He doesn't know the foundation of the organization, what the organization is, or how the organization was filed, which makes him non-credible, incompetent, and incapable of showing, teaching, or doing anything related to the Moorish Science Temple of America, because he is not studied nor approved. This brother's online slandering, lying. He's guessing about a lot of things and lying about everything else. In this next clip, the brother says, Noble Drew Ali has nothing to do with the United Moorish Science Temple of America. Is what this brother saying accurate? Or is this another piece of falsehood being spread by a brother who is unstudied, unconsecrated, and unlearned?
Everybody see that with me? The Moorish Science Temple of America. Now, Noble Drew Ali created the Moorish Science Temple of America. That's it. That's the name of it. It's a religious organization. So, what is this? Can anyone tell me? Our officers, some officers of our national grand body, United Moorish Science Temple of America. Now, Noble Drew Ali didn't create this United Moorish Science Temple of America, but it says that he's the founder. That's not true. That's a lie. It's not true at all.
Chapter 47, Egypt, the capital empire of the Dominion of Africa. Divine instruction number 12. These holy and divine laws are from the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, the founder of the Uniting of the Moorish Science Temple of America. So we showed that Noble Drew Ali was the founder of the Uniting of the Moorish Science Temple of America.
Everybody see that with me? The Moorish Science Temple of America. Now, Noble Drew Ali created the Moorish Science Temple of America. That's it. That's the name of it. It's a religious organization. So, what is this? Can anyone tell me? Our officers, some officers of our national grand body, United Moorish Science Temple of America. Now, Noble Drew Ali didn't create this United Moorish Science Temple of America, but it says that he's the founder. That's not true. That's a lie. It's not true at all.
So either the brother is speaking out of ignorance because this was right. So we found the answer in chapter 47 that Noble Drew Ali is the founder of the United of the Moorish Science Temple of America, which proves this brother once again to be a liar, incapable of teaching, unstudied, unapproved, and ignorant to the organization, and incompetent to the customs and usages as we described when we went into Heard's revised statute. So the question for the viewers becomes, is this brother deliberately doing this, or is he just misinformed? But either way, to speak on knowledge without being knowledgeable is a terrible state. The voice of the prophet. If you have race pride and love your race, join the Moorish Science Temple of America and become a part of this divine movement. Then you have the power to redeem your race, because you'll know who you are and who your forefathers were. Because where there is unity, there is strength. Together we stand, divided we fall. Come good people, because I, the prophet, sent to redeem this nation from mental slavery, which you have now. Need every one of you who think your condition can be better. This field is open to strong men and women to uplift the nation and take your place in the affairs of men. If the Europeans and other nations are helping me, why not you? It is your problem. The Negro problem is being solved only as it can, and that's by the Moorish National and Divine Movement. If you have a nation, you must have a free national name in order to be recognized by this nation as an American citizen. This is what is meant when said, seek you first the kingdom of heaven and all these would be added onto you by the prophet. I want to touch on some things here. It says, if you have race pride and love your race, join the Moorish Science Temple of America and become a part of this divine movement. Then you have the power to redeem your race because you'll know who you are, who your forefathers were. This brother on his platform is doing nothing but hating, gossiping. How does he have any power to redeem when he's not a part of the movement? He says he honors Noble Drew Ali. He says he's a follower of Noble Drew Ali. He says he wants to get it right. And Noble Drew Ali said join the temple. This brother is not a member of any temple. He calls everyone else rogue, but he is the true definition of a rogue Moor. He's a rogue agent, causing division and not doing anything to help the movement. Noble Drew Ali said, you need to learn to love instead of hate. If you want to go look at his profile, if you want to go look at his videos, outside of what he's saying, he ends his videos with love is the key, love is the way. But does he ever show it? When you say things that you do not do, that is the definition of being a hypocrite. You say love is the key, love is the way. Only thing you do on your platform is talk about other people in a negative light. So where's the love? Where's the key? Where's the way? As we're in this divine hospital, we can see that this brother is deaf, dumb, and blind, with a heart that is turned to stone. In the next clip, the brother's going through our National Grand Sheik's bio, and he says he's going through things talking about Temple 43. He pulls some things up, and once again, he's guessing about a lot and lying about everything else.
The receipt. Kevin S. Parker. That's interesting. I wonder what connections. Interesting. Young, Gifted, and Black Entrepreneur Awards. Okay. Nathaniel Boothell. Okay. Coming along down. Wow. Nathaniel Boothell, whose pen and artist name is Cosmo L. Joined the Moorish Science Temple, number 43, and the Moorish Science Temple of the West. No, excuse me. I apologize. Pardon self. The Moorish Science Empire of the West. Well, Cosmo, you ain't mentioned about this Moorish Science Empire. That seems pretty important. Right, Mr. Cosmo, Nathaniel? Let's talk to the people. Share with us about this Moorish Science Empire of the West that you joined. We'd love to hear about it. Because I never heard Noble Drew Ali speak of this Moorish Science Empire of the West. Is there a Moorish Science Empire of the East? Or the South, of the North by chance? Mr. Nathaniel? I mean, we already saw, the Moorish Science Temple of America original temple, number 43. And we saw where that led. It was permanently closed. He founded the Moorish Chess Club. In college, he was invited to become a member of Alpha Mu Gamma, the largest collegiate language society in the United States. That's interesting. The society Mr. Cosmo was a part of. And he said he still rotates and is connected with the Grand Sheik over there. And where is there? Moorish Science Temple of America, number 43 in Los Angeles, not to be confused with any other temple. Now, Cosmo said he's still connected with the Grand Sheik of Moorish Science Temple of America, number 43. But it's permanently closed. He said of the Grand Sheik there being the temple. So how are you connected to this said temple if it's already closed? Well, maybe it was just closed, right? Maybe it just happened. It's recent. You know, that interview was 2 months ago. Maybe it just happened. Moorish Science Temple of America, number 43, Los Angeles, not to be confused with any other Moorish Science Temple of America. Let me zoom in. Oh, I don't want to put that baby on the screen. Apologize. Boom. August 5th, 2018. So the last post on their Facebook was 7 years ago. Man, you're still connected to the Grand Sheik there? Oh, well, Rami, they don't be updating their Facebook. That's what it is, Rami. They got the website. Yeah. mstalosangeles.org. You're right. You're right, Rami. I didn't, you know what I mean? I should have just clicked that.
In the clip that we played, the brother goes to Temple 43. And he's talking about this temple isn't open. He just said he was with these people and so on and so forth. The Temple 43 that he pulled up is not the original Temple 43 that my Grand Sheik was a part of. Our National Grand Sheik Cosmo was a part of. The Temple 43 that he's referring to as a later Temple 43 and not the original Temple 43. As it says in the Bible, as it says here in his bio that you can pull up at prophetnobledrawlee.org under Contact Us. Scroll down. He says he was introduced to Moorish Science at 15 years old and joined the original Moorish Science Temple of America, Temple number 43, Los Angeles, California, in Science Circle, Moorish Science Empire of the West. Also, in another clip, the brother talks about, well, what is this Moorish Science Empire of the West? Here you see it was a science circle. Once again, showing that this brother isn't aware of the custom and usages of the Moorish Science Temple of America, that there's science circles or there's auxiliaries, things that are taking part before people enter the temple to prep them and to help them learn. But since he's never joined the organization, nor been a part of an organization, these things are missed by him. In this next clip, our National Grand Sheik is talking about the freedom of exercise religion clause in the Constitution. This brother goes on to say, well, if Noble Drew Ali changed it from a civic organization to a religious organization, why would he do that if the government doesn't govern religion?
Hear me out, my brothers and sisters. I know what I taught for 25 years. When you make the claim that you are we the people of the United States, you are not claiming to have blood-like claims to the land. You're not claiming to be the people.
Mind you, in this clip, he admits, I know what I've been teaching you for 25 years. It was wrong. So now listen to me. Yes.
Of the land.
But listen.
I explained.
Mr. Cosmo gonna try to be slick. He's gonna try to be slick. Try to backdoor Noble Drew Ali to connect him with sovereignty. Just pay attention. We're gonna get there.
To you, how the term United States is used geographically in these different areas through treaties from conquering powers. We are the people of the land. We are not the people of the United States. That's inferior. We the people of the United States, once again, does not have blood right claims to the land. That claim is through treaty from conquering powers. I just want to set the record straight on that. Because that had gone unchallenged. Grand Sheik, that up until 6 years ago, nobody challenged that misconception. It had gone unchallenged, and I'm challenging it. I am challenging it. I'm challenging it on my dying breath. I'm challenging it.
Islam. Well, I'm not of that persuasion, but I'll tell you what I would have said in those time frames that you spoke of. I would have said that I'm in America because the United States, though it's used in a geographical sense, when it comes to politics, it's used in the political sense, it's a government. So one can domicile on the land of America and not be in the United States of America and participate in their government. And again, this goes back to one of the things that Moors disagree with me on. And when you're dealing with the body politic established by Prophet Noble Drew Ali, and it's a religious organization, but it's also a body politic. And if you know what a body politic is, you already know. Most religious organizations are not body politics. There's a part in the United States where the actual government, where church, temples, synagogues are separate from state. So when it comes to governing and being forced into certain legal and political situations, then free exercise clause of the Constitution of the United States provides remedy for a lot of these situations. And that's because the one thing that the U.S. government, and I'm not referring to the territorial geographical application of the U.S., I'm referring to the governmental application of the U.S. The one thing that they cannot govern, the one body of laws and government that they cannot govern, is religious law. Now, I'm not talking about, I don't care what your religion is, because it doesn't specify religion. But
if the U.S. doesn't govern the religious laws, then why did Noble Drew Ali, in accordance with government policies and procedures, change the Moorish Science Temple from a civic organization to a religious one? Why did he then say, hey man, go to those in City Hall, there's no law. Hey, obey the laws of the government. Hey, the Constitution, the Divine Constitution, this is not to do anything to overthrow the United States government. This is not to be confused with that at all. This is not some entity that is out of the jurisdiction of the United States. This is that backdoor, more sovereign citizen nonsense. He's real slick with the words, try to slip that in. But it's not going to happen. Mr. Nathaniel, you've been caught. You're lying. You're being deceptive. Trying to make it seem like you're part of the Moorish Science Temple of America, but really you created your own spin-off corrupt organization labeled and modeled closely like the Moorish Science Temple of America. But you don't even understand how the Moorish Science Temple was ran. Obviously, why you can't run your United Moorish Science Temple.
Now, this is just a basic Google search. Church separate from state. Now, this brother who claims to know how the organization is supposed to be run, we already have proved he's not credible, he's not appointed, anointed, consecrated, and he's not studied to show himself approved. We showed that from Heard's revised statute, that he was wrong about it being a body politic. We showed it in the next phase. He was wrong about Noble Drew Ali not being the founder of the United of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Now, we're going to show again that he doesn't even have a basic elementary education on politics and government. With a quick Google search, the phrase separation of church and state describes a fundamental, which is a building block, principle in the United States based on the First Amendment's religion clauses. While the exact words, separation of church and state, do not appear in the Constitution, the concept is derived from three clauses as famously articulated by Thomas Jefferson. The meaning and application of this principle are subject to ongoing debate and interpretation by the Supreme Court. Now, let's read the clauses, because this brother said, why would Noble Drew Ali incorporate and make it a civic into a religious organization if the government doesn't govern these things? Let's prove how false and how uneducated this brother is. The Establishment Clause. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion. This prevents the government from creating an official national religion or unduly favoring one religion over another. The Free Exercise Clause, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. This guarantees individuals the freedom. This guarantees individuals the freedom to practice their religion as they choose without government interference. Later on, Thomas Jefferson's letter in 1802, Thomas Jefferson wrote to the Danbury Baptist Association to reassure that the First Amendment built a wall of separation between church and state. Once again, proving that this brother has no idea what he's talking about when it comes to religion, organization, the Constitution, Noble Drew Ali, the Moorish Temple of America. A quote you've been hearing me say often about this brother is he's guessing about a lot and lying about the rest. And clearly, as we continue to go through this video, as we continue to break down the lies and the inaccuracies, the incompetence, the ignorance, it becomes more clear that he's guessing and lying, and that's a deadly mix when teaching or trying to correct others. You can't correct someone when you don't know, nor can you correct someone when you're a liar. This brother's a proven liar, and will continue to show this.
If the U.S. doesn't govern the religious laws, then why did Noble Drew Ali, in accordance with government policies and procedures, change the Moorish Temple from a civic organization to a religious one? Why did he then say, hey man, go to those in City Hall, there's no law. Hey, obey the laws of the government. Hey, the Constitution, the Divine Constitution, this is not to do anything to overthrow the United States government. This is not to be confused with that at all. This is not some entity that is out of the jurisdiction of the United States. This is that backdoor, more sovereign citizen nonsense. He's real slick with the words, try to slip that in. But it's not going to happen. Mr. Nathaniel, you've been caught. You're lying. You're being deceptive. Trying to make it seem like you're part of the Moorish Temple of America, but really you created your own spin-off corrupt organization labeled and modeled closely like the Moorish Temple of America. But you don't even understand how the Moorish Temple was ran. Obviously, why you can't run your United Moorish Temple.
As we stated, Noble Drew Ali says you need to learn to love instead of hate. Now I'm going to show you just a clip of this brother Hagen when our National Grand Sheik is receiving compliments, when people are giving him honors for his writings, his books. You see the hate boiling in this brother's spirit, and he becomes hateful.
That is major. I am providing. I'm explaining why I'm saying to you, Grand Sheik, your books, your outreach, your network, what we're showing the world, we have to show the world that we are making an effort to teach our people. We need a national registry of conscious Moors. We're showing the world that we're active with the books, the outreach. That's major. Because we have a dehumanization case. We've been dehumanized. That is major. So I want you to know my thought that your books and your outreach, your network, your YouTube, your education, your lecturing is the food that our people need. Because what that does,
this fool is trying to preach to us that Mr. Nathaniel's books is the food that our people need. No. Our people need actual food, not cockamamie books that he put together or books that you put together, Abdullah. It's ridiculous, man.
As you saw in the clip, the hate boiled up and he couldn't help but express his hate for the brother. And express his hate, he had to, let it out. But yet, I'm going to show you evidence that this brother was a fan. But now he's just an obsessed fan. His brother had the books, loved the books. Pictures with the book smiling. Now, an obsessed, disgruntled fan who uses all his time to spread hate, division, derision. But yet, he says love is the way. Love is the key. Love is the path. But yet he shows none of it in his actions. We're going to end it with a quote from Brother Marcus Messiah Garvey on criticism. And then we're going to end it with something from Noble Drew Ali. Islam, this is the instruction from your prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Be faithful unto your forefathers' divine and national creed, that you will be blessed for your good deeds that you sow in the flesh. Allah is the one that judges the world, and his judgment is now on. But the weak can comprehend it not. The end of time is drawing near. So says Allah to his divine prophet, I, Drew Ali. So says Allah to his divine prophet, I, Noble Drew Ali. And that's why many hearts have been turned to stone, and many have eyes to see, but cannot see, ears to hear, but cannot hear, lest they will be confounded by their sins. These are the trying hours now, dear Moors, and every evil spirit is moving, and they're trying every weak mind to overthrow and drag out the true foundation that has been laid, and cause confusion in the minds of the ones that do believe. But if you have true love of Allah and the spirit of your forefathers, you fear not what you hear or see, but will sacrifice the utmost of your very life to protect your movement and your profit. Watch your enemies, dear Moors. Your enemies are the ones that speak against your prophet and ridicule him to the very lowest. And the ones that speak against your divine and national principles are your temples. Act accordingly, and Allah will bless you for your good work. Peace, your divine prophet, Drew Ali. As Noble Drew Ali said, he said, these people, they're going to speak against your temples. As you can see, this brother has made it his duty to speak against temples. He's made it his duty to speak against the United Moorish Science Temple of America. He's made it his duty to speak against righteous works that he's not a part of. He's our enemy. He's an enemy to the national and divine movement. And now I'll read to you a quote from Marcus Messiah Garvey about criticism. This is from the Philosophies and Opinions of Marcus Messiah Garvey. Criticism is an opinion for good or ill, generally indulged in by the fellow who knows more than anyone else, yet he is the biggest fool. There is no criticism that calls not forth yet another. The last critic is the biggest fool of all, for the world starts and ends with him. He is the source of all knowledge, yet knows nothing. For there's not one word one finds that there is not another that have the same meaning. Then why for do we criticize? So from what we just read from Marcus Messiah Garvey, he's the biggest fool. And from what we just read from Prophet Noble Drew Ali, he has eyes that are blind, ears that are deaf, and a heart that is stone. As we went through this process of the Divine Hospital, this is the diagnosis that we have come to of the spiritual diseases that this brother has been confounded by, nor does he have any way to escape. I know there are some who say these conversations need to be held in private behind closed doors. Attempts have been made. We saw the brother at an event, Islam Mo. Mo put his head down, tucked his tail, and avoided the conversation. The next day, the Mo hopped online and was big and bad. Not only that, we'll show you the clip.
However, yesterday, I attended a Juneteenth event, beautiful event. Oh, beautiful people out there, brothers and sisters all over the place, the elders, the youth. Oh, it was lovely. I wish you could have been there. While I was there, I happened to see some individuals. And those individuals were a part of this scamming temple. Would you look at how God lines things up? Because I hear somebody call me and say, Rami. And I look and I start to wonder what's going on. And then I look, I said, who is that? Oh, that's the scammers. So I kept on my business. If I had 10 chances to say something to you, didn't you have 10 chances to say something to me? Did any of you say anything to me? I was there by myself. Solo dolo. Y'all was there with your group. Did any of you approach me and say, hey, we want to discuss about you calling us a fake Moorish group, or we want to discuss why you're making videos about us? Hey, Rami, you need to talk to us about this. Hey, Rami, we don't like what you're doing. Did any of you say anything to me? No. However, yesterday, I attended a Juneteenth event, beautiful event. Oh, beautiful people out there, brothers and sisters all over the place, the elders, the youth. Oh, it was lovely. I wish you could have been there. While I was there, I happened to see some individuals, and those individuals were a part of this scamming temple. Would you look at how God lines things up? Because I hear somebody call me and say, Ron. And I look and I start to wonder what's going on. And then I look, I said, who is that? Oh, that's the scammers. So I kept on my business. Did any of you say anything to me? I was there by myself. Solo dolo. Y'all was there with your group. Did any of you approach me and say, hey, we want to discuss about you calling us a fake Moorish group, or we want to discuss why you're making videos about us? Hey, Rami, you need to talk to us about this. Hey, Rami, we don't like what you're doing. Did any of you say anything to me? No.
As you just seen in the clip, beginning of the clip, the brother says, Morris said my name. I saw who it was, kept going, put my head down. After he had been made a video slandering us, we tried to address him all. He tucked his tail. By the end of the video, the Mo says, ain't nobody said anything to me. These more saw me and said nothing to me. Those are two conflicting statements. We can't address you and not address you. You see? The words of his mouth have no interpretation. This is the defining characteristics of a hypocrite or somebody who lacks sincerity. So we wanted to end with showing that this is someone who's going to lie no matter what. If you address them, you don't address them. So we put this out here to show. We put this out in defense of what we're doing. And we put this out here to completely erase anyone who thinks this brother is credible. Completely erase any credibility that this brother might have claimed. And I want to leave you with a quote that I've repeated often in this video, that this brother's guessing about a lot and lying about the rest. In defense of the faith, we present this information to you, and we pray those who have eyes to see, see clearly, and those who have ears to hear, hear clearly, and those who have hearts that are not stone, understand clearly. Brother Rami, the finger of derision is pointing you to scorn. Agent Rami described people who act like you as enemies to the Moorish National and Divine Movement. You can't hide. Everyone sees you clearly. But because vanity has a hold of your heart, you think you're the source of all knowledge, you can't see yourself clearly. But others have discovered you most plainly. This has been the Moorish Science Temple of America. This is the Divine Hospital. I'm your brother, King Ali Bey. Take these lessons and save yourself. Use this as a study guide, because there's others like him in the temple and outside of the temple. Peace and love.
Orange County 911, what is the address of your emergency? The emergency, tell me exactly what happened.
I have a lot of pain in my left side of my chest and down my left arm.
All right, we're sending the paramedics to help now. Stay on the line, I'll tell you what to do next. Are you home alone? left-sided chest pain,